Astralis have now at least officially, partially, and kind of responded to the suspicions surrounding the organization. Their first, I would say, appearance with Yugi and Snappy in and Xyp9x and Gla1ve out did not exactly go well, but a lot of us probably saw that coming. I would say, more importantly, the surrounding issues of why those players are taking their breaks. Richard Lewis, Thorin, other figures out there also taking their 2 cents as to exactly what is going on behind the scenes. I would also say an important point out there is Astralis has now responded in their own regard around these mental and physical health issues and made a few statements around that. Now, also to clarify during this, and what a lot of you guys probably care about even more, is the fact that Astralis during this post have now confirmed a future 10-man roster, including an Astralis Academy team, which is very, very cool, and it's definitely going to be a groundbreaking thing once that is complete. So for all of you guys who are here for that, that has now been confirmed as an ultimate goal and a goal in the future for Astralis, which is what people kind of jokingly thought about in the first place, and now it is it's confirmed. So we'll see how long it takes to actually get there. Besides that, though, when it comes time for the actual physical and mental strain, they have also made their statement. Starting off by saying there is only one thing we regret about the decision to increase the roster size in Astralis. We should have done it years ago. The message of protecting the mental and physical health of our players is essential for the future of our industry. We have carried this message since day one, and we have invested significantly in improving the conditions on and around our teams. And they go on to mention their sports psychologist. We heard about that years ago, right? And at the time, it was pretty cool to see. Alongside that, physical training, of course, their training process as well, the own team doctor, the team dietist. I don't think there's many people out there that will deny they try and do as much as possible to protect their players when it comes time for the physical and mental side of things, albeit when it comes time for Richard Lewis and Thorin, what they are really hammering at now is, of course, we have Decay in his most recent Astralis piece. I will link it down below for all of you guys. He had a couple of sources come to him, and apparently the entire Astralis lineup months ago had approached the Astralis group to try and take a break, and that was not allowed. Now, I think the main point that it can definitely be jabbed at is the fact this kind of confirms the Astralis player-owned theory is probably not true. If the players actually own themselves, they probably could have made the choice to maybe take a break from CSGO. On the flip side of the coin, though, a lot of this does, at least in my eyes, right? My opinion is definitely not always the right one. You guys can leave your thoughts down below. All of this seems to add up. If an entire team comes to you and says they want to take a break, what do you do? Do you continue to pay those guys their full wages and salary as they don't compete for the brand and for the team? Do you pay them partially? Are they okay with being paid partially? We don't know the finite details because these players are also not coming out and sharing their side of the story, which it obviously doesn't help it as well because we continue to speculate exactly what is going on without knowing what exactly is going on. You choose which side to believe, and I think it's tough, right? Puts me in a tough case. And what if the players weren't okay with taking partial pay cuts? And so the team goes, hey, obviously it's going to take some time to find you guys replacements. We will get there eventually. And now that they find at least a couple of replacements, it seems to make a bit of sense. Maybe the 10-man roster was a bit misleading. The fact that we thought they might be interchanged frequently, you know, maybe map by map, side by side, specialist roles, whatever it might be. Yes, it's definitely misleading, and yes, there's definitely stuff we don't know right now. But to me, at least, from what we do know, this does seem to make a bit of sense. The delay of these things, and of course, when an entire team comes to you asking for a break, you might say, can you hang on a little bit? We understand your problems. We got to find you guys replacements. It takes some time to actually get the money for these guys and sign these guys entirely, and we'll figure out the ultimate plan. And now here we are months later, where at least a couple of those guys who wanted a break are taking their break. And I do think Richard Lewis and Thorin have many other points behind the scenes knowledge of why they are going after Astralis, and that is their right, and probably justifiably so. I think Thorin puts it very well. The truth always comes out, so when it does, we'll talk about that further. As of right now, I would say most importantly, Astralis has now responded. They've confirmed a future 10-man lineup, including an academy team as well, which is pretty nutty in itself, and they are doing their best. Hopefully, we can trust them on this. If you can trust them moving forward, they are doing their best to take care of their players, both physically and mentally. Until next time, hope you guys all enjoy. You know what to do. Hope you're already doing it. Stay hydrated today, okay? Drink your water, drink your coffee. I'll see you guys back here next time.